All right, y'all. So breaking news, man. Cam Newton, the former NFL MVP for the Carolina Panthers, is now a member of the New England Patriots, right? Yesterday, Cam Newton signed a one-year incentive-laden deal to play with the New England Patriots, which shocked a lot of people, right? Sent shockwaves all across social media, all across ESPN and all these different media platforms, right? And I like this. I really, really like this signing for New England and also for Cam Newton, right? Look, Bill Belichick is smart. He waited until the market fizzled out. Excuse me. He waited until the market fizzled out. And then he said, look, we're going to get Cam Newton for cheap, which is what they did, right? They got him for cheap. They really got Cam Newton a diamond for the price of gold. And that is really something that you got to tip your hat to Bill Belichick for doing, right? Again, they got him for 1 year, and it is the best low risk, high reward situation for this team that they can possibly stumble into, right? You leave Tom Brady, the guy who has been at the reins for so many years, who has led you to 6 Super Bowls, he's moved on to Tampa Bay. And you need to find a successor at the quarterback position to keep you afloat and keep you relevant in the NFL. Now, they were going to pass the keys to Jarrett Stidham, which is something that I was like, I don't know how the hell that's going to work. I promise you, I'm looking like, nah, you can't send a young kid into that position. I don't even, does he have the poise for that? He wasn't groomed for that position. I'm looking like, nah, you can't put him in that position and think you're going to have some type of success. I don't know what success they thought they was going to have, but I just didn't see it, right? But now with Cam Newton, you really got a guy who has been in this position before, but you also got a guy who is for sure, playmaker, a surefire playmaker, and he adds something to your offense that you haven't had in a while. You haven't had at all. You now have a quarterback who can run the football, which is something that is a huge weapon for this team, man. New England doesn't have a lot of playmaking skill position guys at all, right? But putting Cam Newton under center, I think he can make New England's offense above average, or a little bit past above average. Very, very good offense. I think that they're going to have to change some things and tailor some things to fit Cam Newton's style of play better. But I think it is something that New England Patriots fans should be excited about. I really do think they should be excited about this move, man. Personally, I don't see a scenario where Jarrett Stidham beats out Cam Newton. I really don't. When you get Cam Newton on your roster, I don't think you go and get him to sit him on the bench at all. If Cam Newton is healthy, I think he for sure wins out the starting position 100%. And again, you don't go get him to sit on your bench. It's not something that nobody would do, right? This is a shot at redemption for Cam Newton, so I'm extremely happy for him, right? The Carolina Panthers wrote him off. They were saying basically they wiped their hands clean with him. They felt like he was damaged goods, which is their fault because they were running Cam like he was a power back, like he was a running back, like a power back, like he was Jerome Bettis or something, which led to him being injured. And outside of a quarterback like Andrew Luck, I don't know a quarterback that was taking the same type of beating that Cam Newton was taking over these last couple of years, man. Cam was getting beat up terribly. So now he's in a position where I think that he's healthy now, allegedly. He's healthy. I think he passed the physicals. So now he has time. He can show and prove what he's made of, especially teaming up with Bill Belichick. I think that this will be an even trade for these two, for the individual Bill Belichick and for Cam Newton and the whole franchise, for real. Personally, man, this is my thing, right? Before this move was made, I didn't have New England making the playoffs at all. I did not have them making the playoffs with Jarrett Stidham. I'm sorry. Hell no. They was not going to make the playoffs. And truth be told, man, I had the Bills winning the AFC East. Most people had the Bills winning the AFC East, right? Before Cam signed, they wrote it up. Look, Buffalo going to win this division outright, and it is what it is. Now, I believe that New England's going to win the division. And I think that they could finish the season with a 10-6 record. I think that is what they can finish, possibly, man. And I went through the schedule, and I think that they can finish 10-6. New England now has the best quarterback in the division once again. After Tom Brady is gone and moved on to Tampa Bay, still New England has the best quarterback in the division with Cam Newton under center, man. You know what? Cam Newton may not return to that 2015 MVP season that he had, and I think it's probably because he's due to all the injuries and the pounding that he's taken over the years. But I still think he could be a valuable, very, very valuable asset to a football team, in particular to the New England Patriots, right? As I mentioned, they don't have a lot of playmaking guys. They don't have a lot of playmaking skill position guys, right? And they don't have much of a receiving core either. But I don't think, like, even though you can say, oh well, who's Cam gonna throw to? I remember in the NFL, his MVP season, his best receiver was Ted Ginn Jr., he got jets. Ted Ginn Jr. is very fast, but Ted Ginn Jr. always been mediocre as far as like catching the ball. Like the man would drop a lot of damn passes that would be like big time plays. He would drop them a lot, and he still managed to he went 15-1 in the regular season with Ted Ginn Jr. and still had 35 touchdowns. Like he threw for crazy amount of yards, so he still got busy even with Ted Ginn Jr. being his best receiver. I think possibly N'Keal Harry can maybe have a breakout season this year if he's healthy, right? They predicted N'Keal Harry to be the standout receiver. He's the first guy that they drafted. They're like, okay, we're gonna get N'Keal Harry, and it didn't work out, didn't pan out last season, but hopefully it will pan out this season, and hopefully it will work to Cam's advantage, right? Cam, this is one thing people overlook. Cam is very good at throwing the intermediate and the short balls, right? Which is New England's offense. It's been their offense for a very long time, right? They rarely throw the ball deep downfield. And Cam is very good at the intermediate and short balls. So I think it fits his style of play very, very well, man. I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out, man. I really want to see Cam Newton show improve and show everybody that he can still be the quarterback that they thought he once was, and return to at least close to that Superman form. We saw him he was jumping over the pile and he was going crazy that season. Hopefully he could have a season just like that, man. Like I said, Cam Newton has taken a pounding over the years, but I'm hoping that this New England Patriots offensive line can protect Cam the same way that they protected Tom Brady over the years and keep him healthy, man. He's been written off for a while. Like the teams didn't want to sign him. People was looking at him like they didn't want to touch him. So now he's gotten picked up by a guy that many consider the football guru, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was giving any and everybody chances. And hey, I'm just thinking back to when Randy Moss signed with New England, right? After the abysmal season and a half that he had at Oakland. He had an abysmal time in Oakland. People thought Randy was done after he left Minnesota. He's the best he's ever going to be. He's washed up now. He's no good. And he came to New England, and he broke the record for the most receiving touchdowns in a season. Like, did he have the most offensive touchdowns or the most receiving touchdowns? It may have been both. Most receiving touchdowns and most offensive touchdowns in a season. I don't know. But he went ballistic. And Randy Moss showed you that he still was that man that everybody thought he was. And I'm hoping that Cam can come to the Patriots and show improve, man. And I like this for Cam. I'm happy for Cam because I believe that he deserves another chance, and he really wasn't given a fair shake. Now, hopefully, this franchise does not turn on him, because we know Cam can be a guy who can throw some interceptions at times, right? And I hope that the fan base don't turn their back on him and try to clown him out and try to boo him heavily and all that when things don't go well, because they're not gonna go well all the time. They're gonna be ups and downs this season. Cam has to get adjusted to some things. He has to get acclimated with the offense, and then hopefully he can press forward and have a great year. But I'm hoping that New England's fan base is patient with them, because at this point they don't have no other choice. Jarrett Stidham, it's either Cam or Jarrett Stidham, right? And I believe that most people with a right mind, a right conscience, would pick Cam Newton over Jarrett Stidham any day of the week, right? So that's who they got. They got Cam Newton, and hopefully they support him, and hopefully Cam shows up and plays well. Again, I got them going 10-6 during this season. At worst, I think 9-7. But hey, we never know what can happen, man. We've seen teams get a lot of praise heaped on them with big time moves, and it doesn't work out. I remember with the whole Cleveland Browns situation that we saw last season. Everybody thought Cleveland was going to have a hell of a year with Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, all these offensive weapons. You got what? Nick Chubb. You got what's the Kareem Hunt. Everybody just thought that, hey, Baker Mayfield gonna make it work with these guys, and it didn't work, right? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if this pans out the way that I think it's gonna pan out. But again, I think having Cam Newton on your team can turn the offense from average or slightly above average to very good, or a good at least, a good offense. And Cam is just one hell of a playmaker, man. You gotta like having him on your team will bode well for you. And I'm just, again, being the fact that I grew up, like I've grown up all my life a Chicago Bears fan, I was looking like, why the hell didn't the Bears go for Cam Newton at all? But you know, I ain't shocked because I know how the Bears be getting down, you know what I mean, with the quarterback position, especially black quarterbacks. I know how they get down with the quarterback selections. But anyway, man, hopefully Cam Newton plays well and he redeems himself and proves to everybody that he can be the Superman of old. Machiavelli Mills TV, peace.